This is Rob Tepper, Navjot Singh, and a good group of you all out there listening in. And this webinar is focused on M.O.B.E traffic using Facebook, using the very advanced and ninja strategies that Navjot Singh has been using for himself and on behalf of himself doing various types of affiliate marketing. He approached me last week and asked what I thought about the idea of doing a co-op for the Home Business Summit that's coming up, and I said, of course, that's a great idea. You know, right around the time that I met Navjot, we were in the midst of doing that for the previous Home Business Summit, and that's when we spent time and money on radio advertising, and we tried some very creative things with limited success, but nonetheless, we know we've got to keep going. And Deborah, for example, had indicated several weeks ago, you know, if you guys are going to do anything for promoting the Home Business Summit, count me in. And I knew we needed to do it, but with so many things going on, it was, you know, it was just one more thing to add to the plate. So when Navjot brought it up, it was like, absolutely, that's what we need. And one of the lessons that I think we would all agree that we've learned from our experience in October, November, is that, you know, while we all want to learn and become experts at doing all these things, when we're trying to do it out on our own, it is a time commitment that nobody's getting paid for, and we don't know that we have the expertise to be successful. So we had already been planning to, as we continue going forward, for Facebook to have somebody that really has that expertise leading the team, and Navjot's a perfect person to do that. So when he brought that up, it was perfect. And those of you who were invited to this webinar are all part of the M.O.B.E Brain Trust, the group that formed as an extension of the David versus Goliath co-op that I recruited people for back in October. When I look back at the slides from that time, you know, and I look at the plan, what I can see is we are well behind where we would like to have been by now, and we were going to be doing $30,000 a month with a lot of different people participating in a co-op, a well-oiled machine. And what slowed us down was, number one, realizing that we don't necessarily have the expertise, but I think there were other things, like at the beginning, in middle of November to the beginning of December, Matt was changing the offer, and there was a lot of issues with conversion, so we didn't want to put money in then. Then there was the competition that came up on December, that started on December 22nd, and we were getting ready to invest money around that time, and so a few of us wound up starting to do what has now become the beta testing program, and we did about $5,000 in a co-op at the beginning of January towards that. If you think about it, when you think about co-op, every co-op is targeted to one specific funnel, one offer, right? If we want to do it right, if we're going to do a targeted Facebook campaign, it is to one offer. Even if it's, you know, MTTB, what I'm saying is that to do a targeted campaign to work-at-home moms, then we want to do everything that's targeted towards work-at-home moms. We know that we need to do that. We didn't have great success with we actually had very good success with all the Facebook testing that we've done in terms of getting clicks, but we never scaled it up because we were just really trying to figure out what it is that we're after here, and part of that was the realization that we competed in this competition to get the most MTTB sales. We realized that through the in order to be able to get buyers, I was talking to a few of the different providers, and you know, they're giving me prices for clicks and they're giving me price for subscribers, and I'm thinking, but subscribers is not what we need in order to win this competition. We need buyers. So we want to get their phone numbers, but we don't want to make that what the first step for them, because then we'll lose a lot of people along the way. But that would be the second step, and while we're getting their phone numbers, that would be a great time to get an application, apply that Frank Kern approach. And so what happened in the process since December 22nd, we started having tons of applications coming in. And so then we again put on the brakes and said, well, instead of spending all this money to get more leads, at least for ourselves now, not thinking about everybody else that still needs leads, but the people that have been participating in this, we've got all these leads, we've got to follow up on these before we go out and get lots more leads. And so that's kind of where we are now, and that's why things have not been moving at the rate that they should. But once we get honed in on this, the goal would be to definitely be able to ramp it up and to have whatever the amount is, $5,000 to $30,000, targeted towards the media of choice. So with that as background, as I said, Navjot approached me and asked what I thought about it, and I said, of course, I've just been waiting for somebody like you to come along and offer to do it. And so we've been talking about how that would work, and that is what caused us to put together this presentation, because we wanted to share with everybody at the same time. It's a little bit different than the approach that I have been directing in terms of sharing everything so that we can all do the same thing. Here what we're talking about is a kind of a secretive approach. So Navjot is going to do it. He's not going to share everything that he's doing with everybody. He's just going to, his goal, well, he'll tell you more about it, but anyway, I've already said way too much, and I'm sure that you've been waiting to hear the man of the hour. Navjot is going to make this presentation. About 10 days ago, we had Navjot on, and he made a presentation about ultra-targeted Facebook advertising, and that also helped to inspire this. Coming out of that webinar, I said, this guy, we definitely want this guy to take his expertise and use it towards M.O.B.E. and use it for the benefit of our community, and now we have that opportunity. So I thank you, Navjot, and I will now give you the floor.
Okay. Hello, everyone. First of all, I am very grateful that Rob and you all have supported me to present this offer. So I am quite confident that you will like this presentation. And apart from that, we have some question and answer session after just after this webinar. So if you have any query, please just type in your chat box so that we can answer your question accordingly. Okay, now let's begin. Okay, so my main motive behind this presentation is to attract traffic from Facebook. Okay, so what will it feel like a year from now when you are making Rob?
Sorry, Navjot, you should be sharing. You should be sharing.
What do you need?
Full screen, right?
Yes, sir.
1 second. The screen sharing is paused. And 1 minute. There we go.
Okay, it's fine now. Okay, so
Right, go ahead,
what?
Navjot.
Okay, so what it feel like a year from now when you are making some good return on in your investment with your M.O.B.E. business?
It's hard to hear you again.
Rob, the slides are not moving.
you get that, Rob? The slides aren't moving.
Hello, Rob.
Yes. You don't have
I am
control of the mouse anymore?
no. I am unable to move any slide.
Okay. Can you try to move the mouse again?
No, it's not working.
All right. So I'll just tell me when. We're on the next slide. Navjot.
Yes, sir.
First, I can't hear you very well, and I can control the slides. Just say next, next, or
okay.
If you.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Are you ready for the
Okay.
next?
How? Just wait. Okay. How would it feel to be the go-to person when it's come to MOBE traffic? When MOBE is one of the fastest growing opportunities in the home business market. Next. What would these things to be worth to you? Next. Hi, my name is Navjot Singh and I am from Punjab, India. I have over 7 years of experience working as internet marketer, and my main areas of expertise are blogging, WordPress, SEO, and Facebook. How did I start my career in internet marketing? Next. Actually, I became a certificate pharmacist in 2000. I worked as a pharmacist for more than 7 years at various locations in Punjab, India. But in 2007, I realized that I did not love my job. So I have decided to quit just because of very limited opportunities for growth. I don't love the long working hours. I had a lot of responsibilities for just low salary. So I have decided to quit. So just after leaving the job, while trying to figure out that what I do next, one day I just discovered about internet marketing. At that time, I just thought that internet marketing is a quite new field in India, so why don't start my career in this? So I just started learning from ebooks and video tutorials. I have spent around, at that time I have spent around 18 or more hours per day to just learning new skills and to learn new expert expert skill in affiliate marketing. And but one day, that is when I just get my first opportunity, I just find a project.
Hard to hear you, Navjot. Please, can you talk closer to the microphone?
Okay. I just found a freelance opportunity to do a SEO project for a US-based client. So I just started working on it by just following exact step-by-step instruction, which I learned from a course. Next. Please move the slide.
You're not seeing the slides moving?
So yes, but this, can you please take it to previous one? Okay, fine, it's fine now. and in a very short time, the website of the client was showing up on the very first page in Google for selected keyword, and the customer was very impressed with my work, and he encouraged me to continue this good work. So this was a turning point of my life, and after that I never looked back. Actually, that achievement and recognition give me confidence in my SEO skills. Once I started to learn how SEO worked, I become addicted to learning how to drive traffic to website. So during learning those skills, I just one day I have come to know about PPC advertisement and Facebook stuff. So I just keep learning uh, new skill regarding Facebook and PPC related ad targeting. So currently I am making very good income via affiliate marketing, and I typically promote products which are related with ClickBank, JVju, Amazon, and WSOs.
Navjot, it's very, very difficult to understand you, and you're not talking clearly, and you're not talking into the microphone. So, is it possible to talk louder or something?
Okay, it's fine now?
That sounds fine. Every time you do that, it sounds fine, and then you start to fade out.
Okay, okay, now this time let me try again. So currently I am making a very good income via affiliate marketing. I typically promote products found on ClickBank, JVju, Amazon, and WSOs. Now you will want to know what is the secret behind my success. But you may be surprised to learn that my main traffic strategy behind my success is Facebook marketing.
I'm afraid I gave that away too early. Sorry about that.
Okay, so I am just showing a case study. Actually, recently, last month in January 2014, I spent around $72 on a Facebook campaign regarding promotion of a WordPress plugin. So here is the stats of that campaign. So I just spent around $72 for and get around 128 clicks. 128 clicks. So now I think that you want to know that what was my return on investment. So here is my result. Next. So I just made around $630 through this campaign, and now let's calculate the net profit. Next. Okay, so total earning is $630, and I have just deducted the cost of Facebook ads, which cost me around $72. So my net profit was $558. So it's approximately 8 times more than the total investment. So hope you now understand the power of Facebook, that how powerful media is this. So recently I have decided to run a Facebook co-op for M.O.B.E Brain Trust community. So I would like to clarify that what kind of service you expect under this offer. So under this offer, I will do all the industry research, I will do all the website analysis, I will target the exact market and do all kind of market research. Apart from that, I also handle keyword research and write the ad copy, and I will campaign all the ads properly. Apart from that, I will also handle quality score to improve, to get some low price clicks, and I also try to improve the conversion. But let me clarify one thing, that conversions are totally depend on your offer, that which kind of offer you promote. So it's quite good if you present some uh, solid offer or give some exclusive bonuses to your prospect, so that they can easily convert into a good lead, and after that he can also join the event, and so that you can also get benefited. Okay, now next. Okay, why choose me for this co-op? So if you have tried and failed or are yet to get started, my knowledge and expertise will add exceptional value to your efforts. I have managed PPC account with daily ad spend as low as $10, an account that spend well over $500 each day. I personally manage each account, so due to which I handle a small number of clients at one time, so that I can give each the attention they deserve. I am easy to work with and very accommodating to all my clients. Next. And apart from that, I make people more money, so that they also get benefited. And by the way, most agencies and freelancers have it wrong. They just focus on clicks and conversions, but you cannot take those to the bank. I just mainly focus on return on investment, and over the past 3 years I have learned many powerful tricks which help me in delivering that. So my focus is always on creating a lasting customer acquisition, and is backed up by robust analysis and reporting that gives me unparalleled insight into new and existing market. Next.
One second.
Okay.
Okay, almost ready.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just a perfectionist, but that costs time sometimes. Okay, here we go.
Okay. What I will do under this co-op? So basically, I will target the specific product to relevant category of customer, and also retaining the inflow of new customer, so that you can get maximum return on your investment. And I also assure that you will get some good traffic from Facebook paid campaign within your affordable budget, without putting any type of add-ons. And I will use only white hat and ethical methodologies for the promotion of the product or service. Next. And who is this good for? So this scope is beneficial for those who are focused on growing more business, planning to invest at least $500 in traffic into MOVE event marketing, that is Home Business Summit and MTTB. And for those who understand how to make money and excited about the Brain Trust community. And for those who are looking for something of value to be able to offer to your prospects. Next. Okay, so those who are interested can apply at these links. It's movebraintrust.com/HBS, and for MTTB Co-op you can apply at movebraintrust.com/MTTB.
And I think that's pretty much the end of your formal presentation.
Okay.
Correct?
Yes.
So we should also mention that the management fee will be paid to Navjot for doing all of that work, and it'll be the same 20% management fee that we've had in the past. But we're also because that entire fee will be paid to Navjot, which is very fair. We also were looking at creative ways to do this and to make it sustainable. So I will talk to the applicants about that when you apply. But the idea is that we offer coaching for people that don't get in at the event. But if this campaign is successful and we target the right people and they get in at the event, then we'll have a back end either way. But if they get in at the event, then that basically says that it was incredible targeting. We didn't have to do anything besides pay to get them there. If they don't get in at the event, then we would be willing to have them be coached if any of the participants are not interested or don't have the time to coach yourselves. We would coach them. And if we do that, then there would be a bigger back end. But of course, the back end is just it's a success fee, and I think we all agree on success fees. The front end fee here is well worth it to get Navjot's expertise, and the back end, if we're able to do this right, we should be able to get the right people in the funnel in the first place, which will help us a lot with the back end conversion. So, and that's also something, I guess it's not really been talked about very much, but Rob Harris and I had a long conversation about this last night together with the consultant that we're using, and what we realize is that and actually Matt said it too when he was talking about his co-op about selling MTT buyers. He was talking about the profile of the MTTB buyers, but it's not just the profile of the MTTB buyers, it's the profile of the platinums. And so if you start to think, what is the profile of the platinums, and if we can get those, that is our primary target for the Home Business Summit, and there's no better way to do that than Facebook, as far as I know, in this kind of a time frame. So it could be a very, very interesting way to go. But by the same token, we're not so confident that we can have success selling tickets to the Home Business Summit. There's a huge opportunity to improve our results by having a great offer. So these are some bonus ideas. A number of these ideas came from past, some of these are Deborah's, some of them are from past, the last two events that we have been promoting. But we can have a big impact on the conversion. No guarantees when it comes to an event like this, but our goal is to get people there, because we know that when people get there, that about 1 out of 3 of them are going to buy at least the license rights program. So it's the reason that we spent a lot of money on radio the last time. It's the reason why we're going to do it, that we think this is a great opportunity here. It's a great opportunity for Navjot to use his skills on this program, which is better than on some little affiliate products. And when it comes to MTTBs, he's more confident, and I think we can all be more confident that we can make $49 sales with the beta testing program or with any kind of a front end than we can be about an event. But it's all about continually testing, improving, learning. But a good start is when you've got somebody with Navjot skills doing the front end, doing all of that planning and implementation. That will get the right people clicking. Then it'll be up to our offer to get some of them to convert right away, and it'll be up to our follow-up in our offer to get some people to convert later on. It'll be our offer that will help people convert at the Home Business Summit and even following the Home Business Summit. If you don't do all of those things, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. So it's not just up to Navjot to make this thing successful, but I think we're going to have fun doing it. We would be doing it on our own if we didn't do it in a co-op, but if you remember back not so long ago, we did all kinds of creative stuff for the last Home Business Summit. This was for media buying. As I was just scanning through some of the things that we could use for this presentation, I realized, we've got some great collateral materials. We're not talking about doing media buying this time. We're talking about Facebook, but Navjot has also spoken about this. We're interested in this also, just like we were back in October. But we're going to do the best that we can on this Facebook and make it work well, and then ramp that up before we spend resources doing the same thing with media buying. Now, by the same token, if Regina called me tomorrow and said, "Hey, I want to lead a co-op with the team to do media buying," I would say, "Fantastic! That's just what we've been looking for." But until we find it, we can't spend our time becoming masters at all that stuff efficiently right now. So I will open it up to questions. Any questions, comments, ideas? Thank you very much, Navjot. I think you have a special skill, and you have proven yourself, and we'd love to leverage that skill for the benefit for your own benefit, and to make use, to let people see you as the leader that you are and the coach that you are and can be, as well as for the entire Brain Trust community. It's great.
It's my pleasure, sir.
Thank you, Navjot.
Thank you, sir.
Let's see. I'm not seeing any questions now. I would love to know what you folks thought about what you've heard. Oh, I just saw Deborah's comment. Thank you. Okay. Deborah, before we finish, would you like to, let me open up the mic and have you say a couple of words, please. You're on the air.
Okay, well, thank you for doing that, Navjot. I appreciate it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Are these going to be just? Are you going to be doing just right side ads, or are there going to be any newsfeed ads? I'm not sure if I caught all of that or not.
Yes, I run different type of options, which includes newsfeed ads, right-hand sidebar ads, and apart from that, I have some plan to create exclusive page, Facebook page for Home Business Summit and MTTB Brain Trust group. So I have a lot of ideas in my mind to attract traffic so that we all get benefited from this work.
Well, it's good. You've got a lot of talent in this, so I appreciate your doing this presentation and giving us this information. This is good. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. You are welcome.
these are the links that we can go to find out how to sign up and everything on the screen here?
Correct. Yeah, those are where you can apply for the spots
Okay.
that we have. We have 10 spots in each, 10 $500 spots, and about half of them are already spoken for. At this point, we don't want to go any larger than that, and we are just promoting this within the M.O.B.E. Brain Trust 25 people that were in the co-op in the first place to get results for for ourselves, and then think about whether it makes sense to open it up and have a much bigger or even a little bit bigger version of it going forward. But these are, yeah, there's no question that newsfeed ads will be used. The strategy that everybody's teaching these days, Navjot is well aware of that. What about Fabiana? Would you like to say a word or two? Any questions? Fabiana? No, Fabiana? All right, well then we will call it a day. Thank you everybody for being here. If you have any questions, you should check out the application form and follow the instructions there. And we look forward to working with you on this project. On the application form, you will see that there's an opportunity for you to be involved with helping to create the offer and the follow-up sequence. Navjot will be involved in that to some extent, but really it's another piece. And as I was saying before, Deborah has done a lot with creating offers, compelling offers to get people to the events, and that will have a lot to do with our success, I believe, once Navjot gets them in the door, gets them onto our list. For those that don't buy immediately, it'll be based on that offer and the follow-up sequence that gets them to come back to the offer, creating the limits, the urgency and the scarcity and all those good things that we've learned from John Chow and others. We're going to try and do it all a little better than the last time, and we'll just get incrementally better. And by the way, I guess that when I say talk about the last time, the last Home Business Summit was here in San Diego, and we actually have a list of people in Southern California already who are on a list, various both text messaging for some of them and email autoresponder for others. So in addition to what Navjot's doing, it gives us a chance to follow up again with the people who we were able to put on our list the last time but weren't able to convert. And so when you look at return on investment, that's another thing to consider. You just don't necessarily know what's going to happen if you don't just give up on people, if you continue following up. So we'll keep you posted on that. Look forward to having great success with this co-op. And thank you again, everybody, for being here. Rob Tepper on behalf of the Brain Trust community. Over and out.
Thank you.
Thanks, Navjot. Thanks again. Thanks, everybody, for being here.